The galaxy was quiet that day. Too quiet. The human ship, Aurora Vanguard, drifted slowly through the empty void near the edge of the Andrus sector. Its sensors had picked up something unusual, a massive object floating alone in deep space. Commander James Harlow stared at the readings, a mix of curiosity and unease on his face. "Captain," said Lieutenant Karasing, pointing at the holographic display, This isn't like anything we've ever scanned. It's huge, and it's broken." The object was enormous, larger than any human warship. Its hull was scarred and torn, with strange alien markings glowing faintly under the cold light of distant stars. Parts of it floated apart, drifting in zero gravity, but its energy readings were alive, pulsing faintly like the heartbeat of a dying giant. Harlow took a deep breath. "Prepare a boarding team. We don't know if it's abandoned or worse, but we need to find out. This could be the discovery of the century." The team suited up in standard exo-armor, each carrying a plasma rifle and emergency tools. As they approached the derelict warship, the silence of space seemed heavier. Kara adjusted her visor and whispered, "It feels wrong, like it's watching us." Harlow shook his head. "Focus. Watch each other's backs. Remember, nothing is off limits inside that ship." The moment they entered, the temperature dropped sharply. The corridors were dark, filled with floating debris and strange pools of unknown liquid. Faint whispers echoed to the halls, though the ship had no atmosphere to carry sound. The human crew moved cautiously, every step echoing in the vast emptiness. "Commander," said Engineer Luca Moreno, pointing at a console, "this is still functional, I think, but it's alien. I've never seen anything like it." Harlow nodded. "Try to access its data." Carefully, Luca placed his hands on the console. The ship shuddered. Lights flickered on, revealing alien symbols that floated in midair like holograms. A soft hum grew louder, vibrating through the floor. Kara's eyes widened. "Sir, I don't think this is just a warship. It feels alive," she said. Before Harlow could respond, a strange message played through the ship speakers, low, distorted, and incomprehensible. No one could understand it, but the tone carried a threat that chilled every human on board. The ship was sending a warning or a challenge. Suddenly, one of the floating panels moved, revealing a skeletal alien figure trapped inside. Its eyes glowed faintly, and its body twitched unnaturally. Kara instinctively raised her rifle. "It's alive, but dead." The crew moved forward, tense. Every step was a risk. They found more signs, abandoned weapons, alien computers, and parts of the ship that seemed to have minds of their own. A single wrong touch could trigger a deadly trap. "Everyone stay alert," Harlow commanded. "We don't know what's still active." As they reached the central chamber, the largest room they had seen, Luca approached another console. This one was different. Ancient, yet humming with energy. "Sir, I think this controls the ship," Luca said. "If we access it, we might be able to learn what happened here or use its weapons." Harlow hesitated. "Weapons? Are you insane? We don't know if they can even be controlled. This will destroy us all." I just want to see what it's capable of," Luca replied, eyes locked on the glowing panel. Against his better judgment, Harlow nodded. "Fine." But slowly, carefully, Luca touched the panel. A surge of energy shot through the floor, and the chamber shook violently. Harlow grabbed Kara's arm to steady her. Panels flipped, and lights flashed in unexplainable patterns. The hum of the ship grew louder, almost like a roar. Suddenly, the ship's AI activated, or whatever remained of it. Holographic symbols floated in the air, forming shapes that resembled alien faces. They stared at the humans, almost curiously, but with clear intelligence. Harlow stepped back. "It's aware of us." The holograms moved, forming lines of alien code. Kara tried to decipher them, but it was impossible. Then, the ship reacted violently. Doors slammed shut, sealing some crew members inside smaller rooms. Alarms, alien in tone, echoed through the corridors. Luca's hands moved quickly, tried to regain control. "It's testing us. It wants to see what we can do." Harlow realized something terrifying. The warship wasn't just abandoned. It was a weapon left behind by an alien force. And it was judging them, learning them, testing humanity. Everyone back up, get to the main chamber. Harlow shouted, but the ship didn't make it easy. Gravity shifted unexpectedly. Lights flickered. Strange mechanical limbs, part of the ship's automated defense, moved along the walls. They were fast and intelligent. One crew member, Petty Officer Daniels, froze for a moment too long. A mechanical claw shot from the wall and pinned him against the corridor. Kara fired her rifle, disintegrating the claw just in time. But Daniels was injured. Move! Move! Harlow screamed. The crew pressed forward, hearts pounding, lungs tight, adrenaline rushing. Every shadow seemed alive. Every sound was a threat. Finally, they reached the central command chamber. The room was massive, filled with consoles, screens, and a massive viewport showing distant stars. At the center floated a massive orb, the heart of the warship. Energy pulsed within like a storm trapped in crystal. Luca approached carefully. This is what powers the ship. If we control it, we control everything. Kara looked at the orb, unease written across her face. But do we want to control it? It's dangerous. Before they could decide, the orb flared brightly, sending shock waves through the chamber. The humans were thrown to the ground, struggling to maintain balance. The ship seemed to react on its own, alive and aware. Harlow crawled to the console. We need to calm it. Carefully. Luca's fingers flew over the alien symbols. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, the chamber quieted. The orb pulsed softly, almost like it was breathing. Commander, Luca said, voice shaking, I think it's judging us. It wants to see if we're worthy. Harlow swallowed hard. Or it's waiting for a mistake. One wrong move and it could destroy us all. The crew stared at the orb. The silence of space outside felt distant, as if the galaxy itself was holding its breath. Every human there understood. They had just stepped into something far bigger than themselves. Something that could either make humanity stronger than ever or wipe them out completely. Suddenly, the orb flickered and displayed an image. An alien fleet, massive, approaching fast. Humans had only seconds to react. The message was clear. The aliens were coming back. And they were not happy. Harlow's mind raced. We either fight, or we find a way to control this ship. There's no other option. Kara swallowed, voice tight. But how? We don't even know their language or their systems. Harlow clenched his fists. Then we learn fast. Humanity doesn't give up. We survive. We adapt. That's what we do. The warship hummed louder, as if acknowledging his words. Its heart pulsed with energy, ready to be humanity's deadliest weapon, or their grave. And at that moment, every human on board understood the truth. The galaxy had just changed forever. Humanity had discovered something beyond imagination, something that could turn the tide of every war in the universe. But first, they had to survive the night inside a ship that was alive, intelligent, and deadly. The unexpected turning point had come, and humanity never be the same. The human crew barely had time to recover from the shock of the alien fleet approaching. The Aurora Vanguard trembled under the immense energy emanating from the warship. Commander James Harlow looked at his crew, their faces pale but determined. The stakes had never been higher. Listen up, Harlow said, voice steady but urgent. We don't know what these aliens are capable of, but we have this ship now. If we want to survive, we need to understand it. Every console, every panel, every weapon. Learn what it wants and how we can use it. Lieutenant Kara Singh nodded, gripping her rifle. But sir, how do we even start? None of this is human. The language, the symbols, even the structure of the ship, is completely alien. Harlow's eyes narrowed. Then we adapt. We find patterns. We experiment. Carefully. One mistake, and we're dead. Engineer Luca Moreno approached the central orb again. Its energy pulsed steadily, almost like a heartbeat. Commander, I think the ship itself contains its history. Logs, messages, maybe even AI programs that explain how it was used in battle. If we can access them, we can understand what it is capable of. Do it, Harlow said, but take precautions. Kara, perimeter. I want the team ready for anything. Luca placed his hands on the orb. Symbols floated into the air, forming holographic screens. Alien text streamed in every direction, glowing blue and green. Luca stared at it, brow furrowed. It's like nothing I've seen before. But I think I can translate patterns. It's almost like math. Logic. Hours passed as Luca worked, sweating under the pressure. Slowly, the story of the warship unfolded. It had been part of a fleet used by an alien empire called the Vry'lun. This ship, the Oblivion-class Warbringer, was considered the deadliest vessel ever created by their species. Its weapons were capable of wiping out entire planets. And the fleet? Kara asked, tension in her voice. They abandoned it, Luca said slowly. Something went wrong, a war, or maybe a rebellion. The warship was left behind, broken, drifting until we found it. But, his voice dropped, the ship is still functional. It's waiting for someone capable of controlling it. Harlow clenched his jaw. Then it's ours now. We need to understand its weapons before the Vry'lun return. Just as they spoke, the ship shuddered violently. Alarms blared. Lights flickered. The humans ducked as sections of the warship's walls shifted, revealing strange alien defenses. Automated drones, mechanical arms with cutting edges, and energy turrets lining the corridors. Defense systems activating. Luca shouted, "It thinks we are intruders." The crew moved quickly, using their limited knowledge to avoid deadly traps. Kara led a small team to secure the corridors, her rifle firing at drones that moved like shadows. Sparks flew as bolts of alien energy narrowly missed them. Focus on survival. Harlow yelled, "We can't fight everything at once." Meanwhile, Luca accessed another console. He discovered the warship's primary weapon system, an energy cannon capable of disintegrating large ships. Holographic blueprints floated in the air, showing firing sequences, energy requirements, and targeting protocols. "This is insane," Luca muttered. "If we can use this, we could defend entire star systems. But controlling it, it's not human technology. We could destroy ourselves trying." Harlow studied the plans, mind racing. "Then we learn, one step at a time. Every part of this ship is a weapon. We can't ignore anything." As they explored deeper, the crew stumbled upon living quarters. Though abandoned, they told a story. Alien skeletons lay scattered, some still in battle positions. Strange devices hummed faintly, as if carrying remnants of the alien consciousness. Kara picked up a small hollow pad, projecting a message, a map showing colonies destroyed by this very warship. Harlow's stomach tightened. This ship, it wasn't just powerful. It was a terror weapon, and we have it now. Suddenly, the floor trembled. A section of the ship separated, revealing a hidden compartment. Inside, hundreds of alien drones, deactivated for decades, powered up. Red lights glowed as they scanned the humans. "Brace yourselves," Harlow shouted. Combat erupted. Humans fired their plasma rifles, while drones retaliated with alien energy bolts. The room became a chaotic storm of sparks, smoke, and debris. Kara shouted, "We need a retreat." The corridor is collapsing. The crew fought their way back to the central chamber, where Luca worked frantically to control the ship. If we don't calm the systems, the entire ship could self-destruct. Harlow gave the order. "Everyone, follow Luca's lead. Focus fire on drones blocking the panels." Minutes felt like hours. Sweat poured down their faces. Sparks flew. Energy bolts scorched walls. But finally, Luca managed to disable the drones temporarily. The ship's hum returned to a steady rhythm, almost like it was acknowledging their efforts. "Commander!" "It's listening," Luca said. "I think it recognizes that we can operate some systems without destroying it." Harlow nodded. "Then we keep going. Find out everything. Learn this ship before the Vry'lun arrive." As the crew continued, they found another shocking revelation. The warship had AI-assisted targeting systems. Unlike human technology, it could anticipate enemy movements, adapt strategies in real time, and even communicate with other ships telepathically, or through signals humans could not detect. "If we can interface with this AI," Luca said, eyes wide, "we can make it ours. But one wrong command, and it could see us as a threat and wipe us out." Kara stared at the orb. "It's alive. in a way we can't even understand. It's thinking, learning, judging us. Harlow's jaw tightened. Then we show what humanity is worthy. Smart, strong, adaptable. That's what we are. We survive. We fight. And we win. As they pushed forward, they discovered a sealed vault. Inside were alien weapon prototypes, missiles, energy blades, and strange devices that could manipulate gravity. One in particular caught Harlow's eye, a small orb that radiated energy far beyond human comprehension. "Commander," Lucas said cautiously, "this is a core of the ship's secondary weapon systems. If we activate this, it could amplify all energy weapons. Entire planets gone in seconds." Harlow's hands tightened around the railing. "Then we need to be careful. This isn't just power, it's responsibility. If we can control it, humanity could survive anything. But one mistake and we're history." At that moment, the ship shuddered violently. A new alarm blared. The holographic screen showed a signal, an incoming alien fleet, larger than any before. Their intentions were clear: reclaim the warship, destroy the humans, and erase the mistake of leaving it behind. Kara's eyes widened. "They're coming faster than expected. We don't have much time." Harlow turned to his crew. "We either control this ship or we die. There's no choice. Learn its systems, interface with the AI, and prepare for battle. Humanity is about to step into something far bigger than any war we've ever known." The warship hummed louder, energy pulsing to the corridors like a living heartbeat. The humans were ready. Or at least, they hoped they were. And somewhere deep within the ship, the AI, or whatever remained of it, watched them closely. It sensed their intelligence, their courage, and their audacity. Perhaps, for the first time in centuries, the warship had found masters capable of wielding its deadly power. The humans had uncovered the secrets of a weapon that could change the balance of the galaxy. But with the Vry'lun fleet approaching, there would be no time to hesitate, no room for mistakes, and no second chances. This was humanity's test, and the galaxy would never forget the day humans stepped inside an alien warship and survived. The Aurora Vanguard shook violently as the alien fleet approached, stars outside streaking like fire in the void. Commander James Harlow stared at the massive viewport of the warship. The Vry'lun fleet wasn't just large. It was terrifying, filled with jagged black ships bristling with weapons. They had underestimated humanity once by leaving this warship behind. They would not make that mistake again. "Everyone, listen up," Harlow barked. "This is our chance. We either take control of this warship or we die out here. Every system, every weapon, learn it, use it, master it. Humanity survives, no excuses." Lieutenant Kara Singh gritted her teeth. "But sir, these weapons aren't human. One mistake, and we could wipe out entire systems." "Then we make no mistakes," Harlow replied, eyes hard. "Focus, precision, and courage. That's all we have." Engineer Luca Moreno was already at the central orb, fingers flying over alien symbols. Slowly, cautiously, the ship responded to human commands. Energy pulses synchronized with Luca's movements. The orb pulsed brighter, as if acknowledging their control. "It's listening," Luca said, sweat dripping down his forehead. "It recognizes we can operate systems, but only partially. Full control will take time." Harlow nodded. "Then we begin with what we can. Weapons first, defense systems second." The crew split into teams. Kara led the tactical squad to study the warship's drones, turrets, and automated defenses. She found a pattern in the way they moved, predictable if studied closely. "Fire in short bursts," she ordered. "We can't overpower them, but we can outsmart them." Small skirmishes erupted inside the ship. Human ingenuity met alien technology in a deadly dance. Every time a drone attacked, humans learned, adapted, and countered. The warship itself seemed to approve. Its systems hummed more steadily after each successful engagement. Meanwhile, Luca worked on the ship's main weapons. Energy cannons that could obliterate entire cruisers now responded to human commands. Targeting protocols required careful calibration. Too much power could destroy the warship itself. "Commander," Luca said, pointing to the holographic display, "I can fire a single cannon now, but only one. It's enough to destroy an incoming alien frigate. More than that, I'm not sure we can handle the feedback. Harlow considered the options. Do it. Show them humanity can fight back. The ship's weapon charged. Energy crackled to the massive barrel, glowing blue and green like a captured star. The Vry'lun fleet was still approaching, confidence in their advantage. Luca fired. The cannon unleashed a beam of energy that tore through the nearest alien frigate like paper. Explosions rippled across the fleet. Kara's team cheered, but Harlow knew better than to celebrate. They're regrouping, he said grimly. This is only the beginning. They'll attack harder now. As the Vry'lun ships maneuvered, the warship reacted. Doors shifted, walls moved, and its automated drones aligned for battle. The humans were now part of the ship, its movements responding to their decisions, their strategies. Kara led a strike team to secure the engineering deck. Inside, alien machinery hummed with untapped power. They found weapons that could manipulate gravity, shields that bent light, and energy projectors capable of incinerating entire squads. This is insane, Kara muttered. We can't even imagine the full potential. Then we control what we can, Harlow said, step by step, strike by strike. Suddenly, a massive shockwave hit the ship. The Vry'lun had fired back with their fleet's primary weapons. Energy beams tore through corridors, but the humans adapted quickly, using the ship's shifting walls and shields to their advantage. Defensive matrix engaged. Luca shouted, "The ship is stabilizing itself. It's helping us." Harlow grinned. "Good. Then we fight smart, not just hard." In the command chamber, Harlow interfaced with the warship's AI more directly. Holograms of alien symbols floated around him, forming patterns he could slowly understand. The AI began to anticipate enemy movements, suggesting firing solutions and defensive maneuvers. "It's teaching us," Luca said in awe. "Or maybe testing us." "Either way," Harlow said, "we're learning faster than they expect." The Vry'lun fleet tried to outflank them. Human pilots and small ships were already engaged, but the warship's energy cannon picked off their larger vessels. Every strike, every maneuver built confidence. Humans were no longer helpless. They were becoming a force to be reckoned with. Then came the real test. The flagship of the Vry'lun fleet, a monstrous ship larger than any the humans had seen. Its weapons could destroy the warship in seconds if not handled correctly. Kara looked at Harlow. "We can't just shoot it. We'll be destroyed." Harlow's mind raced. "Then we trick it. We lure it into the firing path of our secondary weapons." The crew worked in perfect coordination. Drones distracted the flagship's defenses. Human fighters drew the enemy closer. Luca adjusted the secondary weapons, gravitation projectors, energy orbs, and plasma cannons, all synchronized with the warship systems. The flagship fired first. Energy beams tore through space, missing by inches thanks to human maneuvering and the warship's AI predictions. Then the humans struck. Energy orbs launched, colliding with the flagship's shields. Gravitational distortions pulled it off balance. Plasma cannons fired in precise sequences. The flagship shuddered, unable to adapt fast enough to the combined human strategy and alien technology. Kara yelled over the comms, "It's working! Keep going!" Harlow's face was set, eyes burning with determination. "Finish it. Humanity takes the lead now." A final energy blast hit the flagship directly. It exploded in a brilliant flash, sending fragments of its hull across the void. The Vry'lun fleet faltered, their confidence shattered. For the first time, humans realized the truth. They had not just survived. They had turned the deadliest alien warship into a weapon of their own. Humanity was now a force the galaxy could not ignore. The warship hummed around them, energy flowing smoothly, almost proudly. Luca looked at the orb, awestruck. It recognizes us as worthy. The ship, it's ours. Harlow stared at the stars. And this is just the beginning. The galaxy has underestimated humanity, and that mistake will cost them dearly. But even in victory, a shadow loomed. Far beyond the destroyed flagship, other alien fleets would come. And humans, despite mastering the warship, knew the fight for survival was far from over. Kara looked at Harlow. "Commander, what now?" Harlow clenched his fists. "Now, we prepare. We make this warship humanity's deadliest weapon, and when the aliens return, we'll be ready. The Aurora Vanguard and the captured warship moved together, heading back to human space. But the warship was more than a vessel. It was a symbol, a testament to human ingenuity, courage, and audacity. Somewhere deep inside the ship, the AI continued to watch, pulse, and calculate. It had found new masters. Masters who could survive what no other species had. Masters who could take a broken alien weapon and turn it into humanity's ultimate shield and sword. The unexpected turning point had passed. The humans had become the hunters, not the prey. And the galaxy was about to realize that humanity had learned to wield power beyond imagination. The stars stretched endlessly outside the massive viewport, but humanity's view of the galaxy had changed forever. Commander James Harlow stood at the helm of the Aurora Vanguard, now fused with the captured alien warship. The ship hummed with energy, alive yet obedient, waiting for human commands. Status report. Harlow demanded. Lieutenant Karasing's voice was tense. Sensors detect multiple alien fleets, far larger than before. They are regrouping. They know we survived the first encounter, and are coming for us for Earth. Harlow clenched his fists. Then we show them what humans are capable of. Not fear, strategy. Not surrender, strength. Engineer Luca Moreno monitored the central orb. Its pulsing energy seemed more stable than ever, as if the warship had fully accepted the humans as its masters. Commander, the ship is ready. Every weapon system, every defense protocol, all under our control. But the Vry'lun are cunning. They won't attack blindly. Then neither will we, Harlow replied. Prepare the crew. This fight will show the galaxy who humanity really is. As they approached the first fleet, the humans noticed something chilling. The alien ships weren't just warships. They carried massive energy harpoons, strange devices capable of piercing even the alien warship shields. They were hunting humans now, not just fighting. Kara turned to Harlow. They're smarter this time. They've learned from their losses. Then we adapt faster, Harlow said, voice calm but commanding. Remember, humans survive where others fail. That's our advantage. The first engagement began. The humans unleashed the alien warship's weapons in precise volleys. Energy beams tore through enemy cruisers, disintegrating them in moments. Gravity projectors warped space, sending smaller ships spinning helplessly into voids. The alien fleet faltered, unable to predict the human strategies. From the command deck, Harlow observed every movement. Focus fire on the capital ship. Let the others scatter. Do not let them regroup. Luca's hands flew over the alien consoles. The ship responded seamlessly, adapting to enemy attacks while executing human strategies. Drones intercepted incoming missiles. Automated turrets struck with pinpoint accuracy. Every system acted as if it were an extension of the crew's will. Kara's team led boarding parties onto smaller alien vessels, taking them from the inside. Humans fought with ingenuity, using alien technology against its own creators. One boarding squad used gravity projectors to crush hull sections, disabling multiple ships at once. Humans aren't just surviving, Kara shouted. We're controlling the battle. But the real challenge lay ahead. The Vry'lun flagship, massive and armored like a moving fortress, emerged from warp. Its weapons glowed with destructive energy, ready to obliterate anything in its path. Everyone hold positions, Harlow said. We fight smart, not just hard. Use the ship, use the fleet, and hit it where it can defend. The humans coordinated like never before. The warship's AI suggested a daring move. Lure the flagship into a narrow asteroid field, where its size and mass would slow it down. Human fighters baited the flagship, weaving between asteroids with terrifying precision. The flagship followed, overconfident in its power. Now! Harlow shouted. The warship's primary cannons fired. Energy beams carved through the flagship's shields. Secondary weapons hit simultaneously. Gravity distortions pulled its hull apart. Plasma cannons tore through its armor. The flagship shuddered, massive pieces of it breaking off. Kara led the boarding team onto the flagship, using jetpacks to maneuver across destroyed hull sections. Every step was dangerous. But humans moved with purpose, knowing that the flagship's fall would decide the battle. Inside, the human team confronted the alien warlord commanding the ship. He was massive, armored in black exoskeleton, eyes glowing with alien rage. But Harlow had anticipated this. "Humans," the warlord hissed. "You dare touch our weapon?" Harlow stepped forward, voice calm. "We don't just touch it, we master it. Humanity survives where others fail. That's our way." The fight was brutal but strategic. Humans used alien weapons against them, disabling shields and weapons systematically. The warlord realized too late that his ship was now under human control. With one final coordinated strike from the warship's main cannons, the flagship was obliterated, leaving only fragments drifting in the void. Outside, the remaining alien ships hesitated, shocked by the flagship's destruction. Their morale shattered. They began retreating, abandoning the battlefield. Humanity had not just survived. They had turned the deadliest alien weapon into a symbol of their power. Harlow looked at his crew, proud and exhausted. "This is what I promised you. Humanity survives. Humanity adapts. Humanity wins." The warship hummed softly, as if in agreement, energy flowing through every corridor. It had accepted its new masters fully. Humans had proven their worth. But even in victory, Harlow knew the galaxy would not remain quiet. Alien fleets would return, threats would evolve, and humanity would need to be ready, stronger, smarter, and more united than ever. Kara approached, eyes wide. "Commander, did we just change everything?" Harlow smiled, the first genuine smile in hours. "Yes, we took a weapon that was meant to destroy us and made it humanity's deadliest weapon. The galaxy has underestimated us. Never again." The humans and the warship moved toward human space, ready to defend their home, their allies, and their future. Across the stars, whispers began to spread. Humans were no longer prey. They were hunters, masters of technology they had never imagined, capable of outsmarting and outfighting the most advanced species in a galaxy. Somewhere in the void, faint signals flickered. Other alien races observing, learning, and realizing that humanity had risen beyond expectation. And deep within the warship, its AI continued to watch, calculate, and learn. It had found new masters. Masters who could survive anything. Masters who could wield a weapon that had once been feared across the galaxy. Humanity had become unstoppable. And the galaxy would never be the same again.